Hello and welcome to this edition of Temple Update. I'm John Mailer.
And I'm Megan McNerney. We begin with news about Temple's efforts to improve campus safety. Temple University released a 2011 annual Security and Fire Safety Report to students in the surrounding community. The report includes information regarding topics such as safety statistics and drug and alcohol policies. According to the article, burglary on campus has decreased from 119 reported crimes in 2008 to only 6 in 2010. Fraud has also decreased from 14 crimes to 8. However, alcohol-related disciplinary action has increased from 114 crimes to 202 in the past 2 years. If you wish to access the full report, log on to temple.edu.
And with the new Campus Safety Report, Update took to the streets to find out how students feel about the security on campus.
Anywhere you look on Temple's campus, students are certain to see the campus police, blue emergency phones, and a myriad of security cameras that are all there to help you in case a crime happens. Campus statistics for the area do show that you are safer on Temple University's grounds than just a few blocks away. A fact that wasn't lost on this freshman when I asked him about the crime on campus.
There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of them, so I still feel pretty safe as well on campus. There seems to be a pretty good security and police presence around. Lots of Temple police, lots of Philadelphia cops, and lots of security guys around, so I feel pretty safe still.
Even with all the measures currently in place, campus safety doesn't just sit back and relax.
We're actively out patrolling. We've added allied bike patrol to serve as our eyes and ears. If they see anything, they will call it in, and we'll have units respond to the area.
But just how safe do students feel once they step off campus property and into North Philadelphia?
I'm pretty safe, I know which ways to walk and, what areas not to go in, but, the out-of-towners, they're not really aware of what's going on around them, or, you got to know what to look for, people that can cause you harm.
That's some of the same advice given by campus police, whether on or off campus.
Travel in groups, travel well-lit areas. Don't take the shortcut. That's not always the best way. Using good avoidance, risk reduction strategies, all these types of things would help.
Campus police would also like to remind everyone to lock your doors and keep your valuables out of sight. If you have an alarm system in your apartment, use it. By just taking a few simple steps and precautions, Temple students can greatly reduce their risk of being a victim of a crime. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Stanley Wilosik.
The number of Temple students living in surrounding neighborhoods has surged over the past decade. As a result, community members are unhappy as students take over. Local residents have expressed concerns about safety, alcohol use, and property upkeep. President Ann Weaver Hart has established a Community and Students Issues and Concerns Task Force comprised of campus safety, community relations, and housing staff, in addition to students and community members.
That increase in students living on campus has resulted in several new housing projects around the university. One new student housing facility is scheduled to break ground this month at 10th and Diamond Streets. Diamond Green will feature about 92 units with 12,000 square feet of rental space on the ground floor. Construction is set to be completed next year.
Philadelphia Habitat for Humanity recently hit the streets to raise awareness for World Habitat Day. Reporter Thomas Cochet has more on the story.
Celebrated across the globe on Monday, October 3rd, as the 500,000th Habitat home was dedicated in Kenya. Habitat for Humanity Philadelphia took part in the celebration by framing a Habitat home on 15th and Market Streets across from City Hall. Philadelphia City Councilwoman Janie Blackwell is a strong advocate for providing affordable housing for all citizens.
You change lives, you change communities by participating in building your home and in changing your life and that of your family and community.
Habitat for Humanity does more than just build houses. It fuels dreams, and that strengthens community one family at a time.
Actually, I do this in tribute to my son. My son had got killed in a skiing accident. I started doing Habitat in memory of him, and that gives me a reason almost that something good is coming out of his death.
Tara Williams of North Philadelphia has been actively involved with Habitat for over a year, and her hard work has finally paid off. Williams and her son will be moving into the framed home once completed and transported to North Philadelphia.
I'm an adult and I have a job, so that's like the best thing to have your own home, and just to be a resident of Philadelphia is just wonderful. It's very, very wonderful and rewarding, very rewarding.
Celebrating World Habitat Day in Center City was designed to bring awareness to the need for affordable housing for everyone. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Thomas Cochet.
Temple University has received a $500,000 grant from the U.S. Department of Commerce. The money will be used to create the Urban Apps and Maps Studio. The studio will connect students with urban entrepreneurs and community and civic organizations. The program hopes to stimulate economic development and business ventures in the underserved areas of Philadelphia.
The Fox School of Business was recognized by the Princeton Review for the 9th straight year. Fox's undergrad entrepreneurship program was ranked 11th in the nation, while its graduate program ranked 20th out of more than 2,000 programs reviewed. The rankings evaluated business fundamentals taught in the classroom, providing mentorship and offering opportunities outside of the classroom. Temple University's Tyler School of Art held a Festa di Roma. The 4-day event featured artwork from students who studied abroad at Temple Rome during the 2010-2011 school year. Students depicted their experience in Rome on 8x11-inch prints. The project aimed to increase students' understanding of Temple's study abroad program in Rome.
Temple University has famous alumni like Bob Saget and Bill Cosby. And if you watch primetime television, you may be watching another Temple alum. Kunal Nayyar plays Raj Kuchipalli on CBS's The Big Bang Theory. Before his big break, he was a Master's of Fine Arts student at Temple. He says his time on campus was the best 3 years of his life.
It was a family. That's the thing about Temple. It's a family. And being in grad school, there was 8 of us only, and in grad school, and we were like a family. And to come from a different country, India, and then to come here and have a family away from home was the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
After graduating from Temple in 2005, Nayyar worked in D.C. and England before moving to Los Angeles. He knows he is blessed to be in his current situation.
I was at the right place at the right time, and I have a very nice success story, but I know a lot of people who are more talented than me who haven't, and I feel very blessed.
Maybe if you weren't so distracted by sick children in Africa, you could have put a little more thought into Windows Vista.
Even though he's in his 5th year of playing Raj, Nayyar is still surprised by his success.
Walking down, there was a Times Square. There was a billboard on Times Square. Wow. I can't tell you what that feels like. It feels like nothing you can imagine. It feels, I want to take pictures with it.
Tomlinson Theater was home to Nayyar during his time at Temple. Although he is thankful for what Temple taught him, he says nothing could have prepared him for what was to come.
What Temple gave me was an education that was priceless. And the education fueled my success in the industry, but I'm not sure that anything could ever really prepare you for fame.
The Big Bang Theory is in its 5th season on CBS, as well as in syndication on TBS and Fox. Nayyar just finished working on Ice Age Continental Drift and is currently working on a reality show.
The Student Center sent out invitations to the entire university as they celebrated their 4th birthday this past week. Students gathered in the Student Center atrium where they participated in carnival-type games and various raffles. Students lined up for treats such as birthday cake and cotton candy. And of course, what's a Temple celebration without Hooter the Owl?
Anybody interested in XXX t-shirts? Come on over to the
Still to come on Temple Update, Temple students showcased their talents at the Jazz Underground.
And details for the iPhone 4S have finally been released. Don't go anywhere. Temple Update will be right back.
Here with this week's health report is Sharnae Smith. Sharnae has information about a thing that will help detect cancer.
Yes, this is very interesting, Megan. A household item may be the newest weapon in the fight against cervical cancer. A procedure developed by Johns Hopkins Medical School allows both doctors and nurses to use vinegar to detect precancerous spots. Researchers say the procedure is effective and inexpensive and is being tested in developing countries. Coffee lovers keep on drinking. Studies find that women who drink more coffee are less likely to be depressed. Those who drink 4 or more cups daily have a 20% less risk of the future depression than women who choose not to drink coffee. Researchers at Harvard University found the caffeinated beverage had the strongest influence, but decaf did not work. Overall, the study says coffee improves our feelings of well-being and gives us more energy. Technology is changing the game for wound healing. A new study by Temple University says a wearable device has successfully been used to treat diabetic and varicose ulcers. The device is made by Bioelectronics. It uses pulsed radio frequency energy to treat the ulcers. The study finds the device will not only alleviate suffering, but also lower healthcare costs. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and for women, breast cancer is the most frightening of all diseases. Staying trim and in shape could reduce your risk of breast cancer. A recent study suggests that women who exercise at least 30 minutes daily lowered their risk of developing the cancer by 20%. Activities like walking, biking, or even karate are great preventative measures. It's amazing how simple activities could lower your risk of disease.
Yeah, definitely. I don't exercise nearly enough.
Thanks, Shanae. What's that groovy sound coming from the Temple Underground? Samantha Wortham has a story.
This is the second year that students have had the opportunity to hear their fellow classmate present some original jazz work. Terrell Stafford, Director of Jazz Studies, explains the importance of the series.
The series is something that we came up with to give the students an opportunity to not only perform for their peers, but to perform for the community. And with the decrease in jazz clubs in Philadelphia, we figured that we should provide an opportunity for the students. And in each performance, hopefully it'll have a snowball effect, so each one gets stronger and stronger, and there becomes more and more support, because they see the importance of feedback when they perform.
The series kicked off with the Ethan Rio Septet.
If they can walk away inspired and with a smile, I'm pretty happy.
Really stellar musicians. I think they're going places.
Playing some really good music up here, and I mean, it just feels really good to be a part of this program.
The monthly series will feature Temple students, faculty, and staff and will take place at the Underground. For Temple Update, I'm Samantha Wortham.